Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Sighted. This is BGFH and I am back for another VR video, and I am genuinely curious to see what the heck this is going to be. We're looking at an experience called Autism Simulator, and I genuinely am curious. I don't know what this is gonna I don't know what this is going to be. So I just hit A. Holy crap, we're in a big old room here. Why are we up so high? What the hell? I guess this is supposed to be like, okay, that was short but kind of weird. I guess it's supposed to simulate like overstimulation that some people have. Like, you know, like the littlest things, you kind of want to keep quiet, keep calm, I guess, or something. I'm not entirely sure. This is sort of weird. I kind of wish that there was some more to this, or I wish that it was maybe before you went in or after, like maybe they could do this, but then at the end, if they maybe had a voiceover giving you like an explanation of, you know, like an overview of autism and like what they were trying to convey with this. So I'm going to play this one more time. I'm just going to hit A. So there's the clock. And I guess it's like everything is super distracting, is what they're going for here. It's making that drum noise. Okay, we got the fireplace over there. Fire's going nuts. Huh. Huh. I don't know. Really short, but I mean, it's really interesting what they were maybe trying to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm not so sure that the execution is really that good, because unless you're familiar with autism to a degree, like I think that this, again, I can see this being helpful, but I think it needs more context. It needs, you know, even if they, let's say they, you know, like, okay, yeah, you start with the clock, and then you add another layer, and then you add another layer until you get up to the phone. Like if they would, if they had a voiceover that would explain things a little bit, maybe start with like, oh, you know, this is how some people perceive things. And then, you know, start with the clock. And then as it does that effect, the voiceover could explain it. And then they would stop the clock, and then they would move on to something else. And they could, you know, kind of look at a series of different things individually. And then if they were to play like the lead up, like basically what we watched a couple of times now in this video, if they presented it that way, and then at the end they played what we just watched, so that the user would actually have a better understanding of like, oh, okay, like if, let's say you have autism and if you experience some of this stuff, this is what being in a busy room or like an uncomfortable setting would be like, you know, like if everything is kind of cranked up to 11 and you're like super sensitive to it. I don't know. I mean, again, it's interesting what they were trying to go for, at least if I'm understanding this correctly. But at the same time, I don't know if this is early access or if I don't remember what part of the store this was in. If it were developed into something more in depth and educational, I could see this being kind of a neat little tool. But in its current form, I guess I'm kind of just a little bit more, I don't know if I want to say confused, but I don't know. I'll just leave it open like that. So yeah, that is, I guess, the autism simulation in VR. It's interesting. Be curious to see what you guys think of it. Hope you guys found it interesting and enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. We'll wrap it up here, and I guess until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.